Okay, now I'm going to do the same thing with the piano part. I've got it slowed down just a little bit. I'm going to go through it and show you and just kind of refresh you on how it goes, and then I'll slow it way down and we'll go over some parts. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and slow it down to 50% and give you a close-up, and we'll go over some of the parts in detail. Okay, that part basically starts on the 15th fret of the high string. Now you want to use your index finger and have it kind of anchored back here so you can pull off, because you're letting off to that 12 just for a second before you come up to the 14th, so you get a sound that goes. I'm actually using my middle finger here and kind of have it on the 14 and have it ready to go. And just 3 notes on that string, and then that goes down to the next one. I'm sorry. It's 2 strings on that note. 2 notes on that string, I'm sorry. And then you come up to the 17. And then these last 4 notes is what they call a chromatic run. Basically, like, you've got scales that make musical sense. They'll have different intervals. Like, for example, this is a major scale. If I were to just play that chromatic, it would just be playing every note like. Yeah, and it's usually in jazz and music like this that you can actually apply that and make it sound musical. But yeah, that's. Here's an example of the way that Lynyrd Skynyrd would use it. I'll play the last run that's actually kind of leads into the piano solo. Yes. Okay, I'll play the part before it so I don't confuse myself. See, it's just. It's a note that they wouldn't normally use in the scale, but it sounds good there. And then the next note is going to be your first note of the piano solo, and lead you into that. Basically, he's just going down an arpeggio, just playing the chord, single notes. If on one string, it would look like this. But I find it easier to play it in this position because it gets you ready to launch up to the next part. Does that 3 times, and then you're going to go down to your D string, 17th fret, that lower note, and then you do the run up to the higher parts. It's going to sound like this. Now that one's a little bit weird right there because you're trying to simulate the sound of fingers rolling on a piano, which the way I try and do it, roll up that next part, and something like this. So I'm rolling up from the 15, 17 to the 20 there. Now he's actually hitting some notes. What would be the equivalent of the 24th fret on my guitar if I had one, but I believe mine maxes out at 22. So in order to hit those other notes, I basically have to bend this note up a whole step just for a minute. It comes out sound like this. I'll play that whole part before that, just to show you what it sounds like going into it. Again, here's that part. And again, he starts arpeggiating a chord right here, just going down the notes. So you're going 22, 20, and then 17. This is one of those parts you just kind of have to feel out. You can just really listen to what he's doing. It's really about vibe more than it is about mastering exactly the way he played it. I'm going to go ahead and start the music up, show you how this all sounds. Speed it up a little bit for you. One more time. Yep. Yeah, that's pretty much how it goes.
In